Welcome to Spiritual Rebirth Tarot, Air Signs. So nice to have you here for the reading for December 13 through 19. And so we'll be looking at the energies for that week and some of the help and direction that we need on our spiritual journey. And we're definitely looking forward to the great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn in 0 degrees in astrology in December 21. And there's so many ways that we can be coming together as a collective, each individual raising our vibration so that we can be a light to the world to help with that. And so that's one of the main things that I'm thinking about at this time as we're doing the readings in preparation, during that week, in preparation for the experiences in the next week. And so the most important thing is to be going internal and learning how to understand our heart and what our heart is saying. And so we want to look at, what our heart is saying to us, and not just our head, not just the logical side of things. So thank you so much for coming over to my channel. It's wonderful to see it grow and develop, and so many more people can be offered the love and light, healing and hope that we are hoping to give to everyone at this time. So I have a couple of children that are, you may or may not hear them a little bit, and they're doing great. They're enjoying their playtime after their school time today. So I want to start by asking for guidance from the divine and protection around us. All right, so as we begin, let's take a look at some messages from this oracle deck, Angels and Ancestors. I love the energy of this deck. Those who are coming to help us at this time to prepare for this coming, the next week, and things that will be happening here at the end of the year. So if you haven't, take a look at the discussions about the Grand Conjunction, what it means for Jupiter and Saturn to be combining, and I'll try to also be doing some videos related to that, on my channel, as far as from my Astrology Friday and relationships and things like that. So I try to do Astrology Friday and Relationship Wednesday. And this coming Wednesday is about your relationship with yourself and self-love. And it really turned out as a great discussion on that. So I like to put Reiki energy into the deck, and it helps to guide and direct for the cards that we select. So underneath, the thing that we kind of are not as clear on, the White Witch be the light. Oh, that's so cool. So when we're looking to be the light, I was reading about how each one of us becomes a light. That's part of a grid in the world that helps to raise the vibration of the planet. So each person, as they wake up to what's going on now, can be that light in the world. And the owl with the antlers really reminds me of the concept of our ancestral guides, especially in shaman journey. And that's something that I really enjoy doing myself, and I would love to start helping people on their own journey. And in this particular illustration, it's kind of like that combination of that spirit animal. So your spirit animal may be an owl, showing you the way to greater wisdom. It may be a stag with the antlers, leading you to, leadership and understanding and gentleness. Could be a butterfly like she has in her hair. So there are different ways that you're being led to be that light. And as you are, opened up to that experience and to being that light, you're able to be a part of the collective, bringing light to the world. And the next is kind of in the center. Track down your fears and desires through the hunter. The hunter again has the antlers, so there's kind of a theme. The stag comes to you in other decks and says that he's the leader. Take the leadership role. So it might be that you will be drawn to a leader this week that will be helping you, encouraging you in your path, or it might be that you will be able to be a leader to those around you. So take the opportunity to track down those desires and the fears. And so many times we want to kind of like look away from our fears, air signs. We kind of like just want to like, well, let's just blow around them and try to live our lives. But in order to really move on and have the courage we need, we have to kind of see that fear for what it is and move forward. And the third one, connect with your emotions. Oh, I saw this card earlier today. So much blue, and the blue is the throat chakra. And so as you're meditating, if you meditate on the color blue, it will help your throat chakra to open up more, which has to do with communication. Communication is both speaking and listening. And so part of, being that light and being that leader in the world is to really open up to your heart and communicate your emotions in a new kind of way. And this angel will come to you and help you to open your throat chakra and to open your heart and your expression, connect with your emotions. So also this is kind of the water sign. So you may have some water sign in your chart. And if you do air sign, then be sure to kind of tap into that this week and have that water sign kind of move through you. And I love how she has that blue mixed in with her hair as well. And I had a friend who for the longest time wore a little blue stripe in her hair. And I wonder if that helped her with her throat chakra, being able to express herself. I don't know. Okay, well today I'm wearing the red, so the grounding color. Okay, so this was kind of the beginning of the reading. Let's take a look, air signs, at the tarot. And this is the Llewellyn deck. So any of the decks that I use are actually listed down below, and also some of the books that I recommend. And so far it's, books that I have either read partially or all the way that I have really gotten a blessing from. And I tend to listen to them, books on tape rather than reading, because that way I can, while I'm washing the dishes or different things in life, I can be listening to a book. And so you might say, well, I don't have time to read. But there's always time to gather more information and insights. This is the air sign reading. I'm a Gemini, so I'm sure all of you have those abilities to look into that. So what I'd like to take a look at today in this tarot is the situation at hand, the obstacles that you will be facing this week with that situation, and the benefits and the help that you'll be receiving to help you with that situation. And then we'll do some clarification with the tarot as well. So the situation, the obstacle, and then the benefit. Okay, the situation is the King of Cups. That goes along with that. Connect with your emotions. The obstacle is the Six of Pentacles. Or no, the Nine of Pentacles. And the benefit is the Seven of Swords. Okay, so you will see those a little bit. Okay, so the situation, the King of Cups. The King of Cups certainly brings this, you know, like she's saying, connect with your emotions. He connects with his emotions. He's able to assess and direct his life with it, especially his emotional life, but in a very logical, meaningful type of way. So as air signs, oftentimes we don't really look at our emotions enough, and but you know, in this case, coming from the water sign direction with the King of Cups. The King of Cups is able to feel his emotions, but he may not be able to deal with people as much on the thinking level. And so it could be that during this week, while you are connecting better with your emotions, you're having a little trouble with some of the people in your life, especially in the way that they're thinking about things. And it could also be that you are working with somebody this week who is uplifting and encouraging you, who is a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So also you may take a look at the reading for the water signs this week, because I kind of have a feeling that you are being directly connected to water this week. Maybe take some extra baths and showers. Go down by the river, lake, ocean, whatever's near you, and spend some time by the water, connecting with the water, maybe water animals, whatever you can do that you really enjoy with water. So I feel that the situation that you have definitely has to do with your emotions, being able to connect with your emotions, and this water guardian will really help you to do that. So the obstacle that you are facing, a thing that will be a little stressful for you, is just feeling like that you are enough. And so it could be that with having to face things that aren't really your cup of tea, you know, it's kind of hard to see yourself as being enough for the situation. But you're the Nine of Pentacles this week. You are standing in your own, moving into your own abundance. And so many times we really kind of begin to doubt ourselves in different ways. And I was reading today about the Chiron in your astrology chart, which is your wound that you get in your childhood. So, you know, you could be Aquarius, third house, let's say, Chiron. And so that would have to, let's say that could have to do with, you know, having a hard time with, you know, maybe, you know, the Aquarius person, they delve into themselves first, and then they come out after their journey and are able to help those around them. And so you might have trouble really seeing yourself for who you are and being able to give those humanitarian efforts to the world, especially in the area of communication or your family and, you know, your local community where you live. So, so what you can do is you can take a look at your Chiron. It's in both a house and a sign. Combine those together. So it's like, Well, if I do something about that, it's like 24, right? Because there's 12 times, well, no, it's even, wow, it's like a whole, is it 144? It's like 12 times 12? I don't know, because, you know, it's like 12 houses and 12 signs. So it's really a lot of different combinations that you'd be looking at. So each person can get their own chart, find their Chiron, and help them. So I feel like this week that is going to be one of the things that you are trying to deal with. And that's one thing that I'll help you with the soul contracts that I do in the private readings. I spend a lot of time delving into many aspects, and one of them is your Chiron wound, so that you can start to heal that and really make a difference with your inner child healing. So this week, I feel like there's going to be things that you just don't, you have a hard time believing you're enough, and that you really are who you need to be in the situation that you're doing. You know, it could be at work, could be in a relationship. You know, maybe at work you're really struggling with, you know, I'm just not getting those quotas in. And, you know, take a look at how abundance flows into your life. I'll listen to some videos that come up for you, you know, maybe having more abundance offered to you. Now, the benefit for you is, you know, that you are coming to the end of a lot of conflicts and difficulties. It could be in your own mind. It could be with others around you. I'm really drawn to the man who's also in the picture. I almost feel like it's a child. Like, he's out there collecting swords and his child is with him, helping him. So it could be that even your child will help you this week, or your inner child will help you this week in some way. So in some way, a younger person or a child is going to be a benefit to you, helping you, you know, helping you collect the things that are of value. I mean, they're out in kind of a nasty place. It's an old battlefield. There's going to be a lot of dirty swords and dying dead people. It's going to be it's kind of a really hard situation to be looking at. And yet in this difficult place, in this difficult time, they're finding things that are of value to them, and they're having someone else help them in that process. So I feel like this week, with your need to connect with your emotions and to express those better in your life, to be the light and to follow, you know, to kind of identify your fears. You know, it could be that, you know, he's out there and, you know, maybe the child is like being a little afraid of the situation that's surrounding him, and to address those fears, to really seek and, you know, track down the fears and desires. So the desires for the income and the money they'll receive from the swords and collecting the swords, but the fear of the environment they have to be in. So it could be that you'll have both a little fear, but also the courage that you need to be out there, and the bravery to get what needs, you know, what's coming to you. Okay, let's take a look at the tarot a little more. Go to the next level. Okay, 4 of Cups, 3 of Wands, and 8 of Pentacles. So the situation is kind of like, you know, brought to even a deeper understanding through the 3 of Wands. So it could be that you tend to hold yourself apart, and part of this expressing your emotions this week will be pulling you closer to these other people in your life. And so you kind of tend to pull back. And it is the number 3. And so I have a feeling that there could be, you know, up to 3 opportunities this week, or 3 people that you're dealing with that you really need, you know, once you express and really connect with your emotions with them instead of just your thoughts. So not looking just at what you're thinking, but also at what you're feeling, that those kind of things are really going to help you in your life this week. So the situation is you're kind of standing back, you know, and standing away and saying, you know, being more like the King of Cups, be able to express your emotions. So the thing that's kind of like the obstacle is the 4 cups. So, you know, not seeing what you really have. You know, you have these 4 cups, you have this opportunity that's coming to you, and just, you know, like not really knowing or seeing that opportunity. I mean, you are in a very like calm and peaceful state in the energies of this card, but at the same time, it's just kind of that same thing that you're just, you know, not thinking you're enough, not thinking you have enough. You know, it's kind of like a little lacking. So I think this card is helping me know that, I mean, the direction and the, you know, that we're getting is the same feeling for this, the thing that you'll need to learn this week to help you progress on your journey. And then the benefit, you know, again, it's kind of that work. So the you know, he's out there collecting the swords. This person is in their shed working on their projects, creating all of these you know, golden orbs that they're selling to the world. And so whatever you're doing, whatever kind of work you're doing, kind of focusing in on that work and really doing it well and being happy about it is going to be a benefit for you this week. And also things of nature, birds and cats, and I'm even thinking maybe cat videos, just things to kind of like boost up your mood and help you to express your emotions in a new way. So that's pretty cool. Let's get one more card for each, for even just a little more enlightenment. So, okay, so we'll do a little bit more along these lines, and then in the extended, we will go into each one of the zodiac signs and look at a shaman, mystical shaman oracle card, and you'll be able to kind of have a direct message for, you know, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, and then also a card to explain that a little better. And then in the extended too, or, you know, the extendeds are also available on a tier on Patreon. So you can just be a member once a month, you know, if you tend to enjoy watching the extended. Okay, so the thing that is going to kind of help you this week is the Star card. And, you know, I really feel this is the card I kind of want to end on. It's the Aquarius card, you know, so it's part of the air signs. You know, really, it's coming to you with hope and healing and direction in your life. And so you have, you know, looked at the stars, looked to the angels, looked at the guardians to help you on your journey toward expressing your emotions better. Okay, so I like to end these readings with a wellness card from the Abraham Hicks well-being deck. And some of the deck is also at the bottom. I really enjoy watching Abraham Hicks information and blessings. It really helps to put more abundance into your life. I can always reach for a thought that feels better. So whatever you're thinking this week, if you're struggling with your thoughts, remember, go toward those emotions, go toward the feeling. You know, don't try to change your thoughts. Instead, change your feeling. Watch the cat videos. You know, do something to help you laugh and have a better feeling. And next thing you know, your thoughts will become in alignment. Your decision to reach for a thought feels good. It's a powerful decision, for it serves you in many ways. The better feeling thought reverberates within you, opening passageways to well-being that reach far beyond this one good feeling thought. Okay, I'll see you over at the extended, over on Vimeo, or like I said, over on Patreon as well. And thank you so much for coming to this reading today, air signs, and I will continue on this journey throughout the week, and the link is below.